So here's my encouragement to you. If you're married right now, no matter what your past was before, if you're married right now, I want you to think back to your vows. Quinn, Angie, we just did this. It was February, right? You knew it. I saw you sinking lower in your seat because you didn't want to get picked on. Will you guys stand up for a second? Please. And in the back, Jordan and Carl, you're coming up in November. Will you stand up for a second? Two newest couples. If Courtney and Thomas were, I'd have them stand as well. I want you to hold hands and look at each other. Just turn, no smooching. We're not going that far. Just hold hands and look at each other. You guys just did this. You guys are about to do this unless you write your own vows. I want you to look each other in the eye, and I want you to picture standing in that aisle. I want you to picture the surroundings, where you were, where you're going to be. Family is around you. And I'm not going to make you repeat this, but I just want you to imagine you're making some commitments like this. I will be with you for the rest of my life. You don't have to say it. I just want you to picture it. I mean, you can. I saw him. He was like, okay, I will, yeah. I'm working on the fly here. Otherwise, I would have just had vows out for you. So I'm just kind of working off memory. Like, I will be with you for the rest of my life. I will be with you in sickness and in health. I will be with you when we're doing well financially, when we are not. I will be with you right now because you are beautiful, you are handsome, whatever. I will stick with you later when that is not so much the case. When you have hair places hair ought not to be. And when things that are firmly in place now are not. When hair exits places it's not supposed to exit. I will still be with you. There's a line from the ceremony that I use that I love because it says that I am going to forsake all others and keep myself only for you. Whatever kind of vows you guys choose to use, you might be reconsidering things right now. We're already locked in. I'm doing your wedding, so you're not getting out of that. But here's what I want you to understand. Two things. You made that promise to each other. You will make this promise to each other in front of God. And when you make that promise to Him, you're saying, I'm going to do this knowing it's going to be hard. And here's one of the hardest things about marriage. You make that promise not knowing what the rest of life is going to look like. You don't know when the weight gain is going to come. You don't know what the job future is going to look like. You don't know yet if you're going to be able to have kids. We pray many. Lots. Might not be the case. You don't know any of those things. You don't know what retirement life is going to look like. And yet in that moment, you're making a promise. No matter what comes that is unforeseen, I am going to stick with you. And you're making that to God. Understanding that your relationship is a picture of Jesus and the church. But the other thing you're doing is making that promise to each other. And part of the beauty of that promise is for the one receiving it to know they don't have to be perfect and you still love them. That everything doesn't have to work out just as planned and you still love them. Someone better looking can come along and you're going to stay. The bottom can fall out. You're still going to be there. All the way to the end, changing their diapers and wiping their nose and feeding them baby food. You guys can sit down. That is a beautiful thing. That is what we are meant to experience.